I don't think Oregon's going down in this ball game. Going to be very interesting to see how Auburn handles playing South Carolina again. If old ball coach, your old coach, can get the run and pass going.
Nick Foles trying to get the pass going, laying one out deep for Jerron Kreiner, and excellent coverage by Osahan Irabor. Irabor, the freshman from Upland, California, is step for step with Kreiner.
Kind of makes you wonder if the coaching staff hasn't been looking and saying, hey, we had one deep while ago. Let's see if we can go back to the well one more time.
Jerron Kreiner caught an 85-yard touchdown pass against Oregon last week. It was the longest pass play for a touchdown in the last 8 years for Arizona. So Arizona State is not going to bite on this short underneath stuff. They're going to play back.
Foles, and complete.
Neither team has established the inside. You know, there's no reason for the linebackers to be up, support, and run or anything close yet.
Craig, I don't feel like either quarterback has really been able to get into a rhythm yet. It seems like every time Nick Foles has dropped back, his first decision's not open. He's kind of had to shuffle around, move around, try to buy time.
Led with his belly button that time.
He hasn't been able just to take a couple steps, put his foot in the ground, and let it go.
3rd and 10. Pressure coming, and down goes Foles. James Brooks was there to get him.
And this is great news if you're Arizona State early in this game, because again, this defensive line is not known for its ability to pass rush. James Brooks uses the inside spin move to beat left tackle Adam Grant inside in order to get that sack.
It was Brooks' 4th sack of the season. He said in the preseason he wanted to be all Pac-10 with 10+ sacks. Not quite getting there, but a big one in this one that backs Arizona up. He's looking at 4th and 22. Cryer, normal starting punter. On the return is Miles. Small Miles gets just across the 50-yard line. That is where the Sun Devils are trying with good field position. Now, Arizona State has had a monster schedule in many respects. They took on Wisconsin and Camp Randall, a blocked extra point, the difference there. Oregon State and Arizona State, a 3-point loss for the Sun Devils as Jaquiz Rogers had a big day. Special teams saving the day for USC as they missed a field goal late. Stanford and Arizona State, a 4-point game as Stanford took a knee deep in Arizona State territory late, and they also played Oregon very tough. Marshall still on his feet and run out at the 45-yard line. And in that Oregon game, we're seeing the Arizona State defense right now. They forced the Ducks to punt more than anybody else has this year. They forced 11 punts, but they turned the football over 7 times.
So you just went through all those different scores. That's 5 losses for Arizona State this year by a combined 20 points. You could easily argue Arizona State is the best 6-loss team in the country.
Well, they don't want to have that kind of recognition. They'd rather have the wins, obviously. But I did that Wisconsin game. This team, the blocked extra point, just took the wind out of them. They played well that day.
Osweiler had plenty of time, but nobody open. Now Brock going to have to throw it away. You know, the other thing, Craig, that you and I talked about that really turned that game is just before halftime, Arizona State, who'd already returned a kickoff for a touchdown in the game, had a kickoff return by Middlebrooks that went all the way down to the 1. Great hustle by Wisconsin. Sheldon Johnson kept that from being a touchdown right at the end of the half. Didn't get anything out of that.
I think we've said that a what-if tape of the top 6 or 7 or 8 plays in the season to reshape college football this year, that could have been one of them.
The Sun Devils now looking at a 3rd and 6. And flags will fly as Osweiler was a little bit up against the play clock and somebody might have moved up front.
Start offense number 72. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Penalties has been something that has really hurt Arizona State this year. They're averaging 8 penalties a game. That's tied for 111th in the entire country. You cannot afford those types of penalties on critical 3rd downs.
And early in the season, they were having a problem with penalties on personal fouls, just really hurting themselves. You know, when you're giving up 71 yards a game in penalties, that's a lot of green turf.
The whistle blows as the officials will get together again. And there were a Jack Wood comes over.
The clock has been reset to the correct time, 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Clock will start on the snap.
The personal foul penalty that you guys mentioned, instrumental in the loss to Stanford. Gave him 30 yards on, frankly, what was a missed call against Burfict on a face mask. He reacted negatively and got the 15-yard personal foul. It's certainly not the only time, but it's something that Dennis Erickson's been working on with his club, a young team. Not losing a lot of seniors off this club. 3rd and 11. Osweiler escapes. Got a man. It's Robinson again. Robinson looks as if he'll have enough for the first down. An excellent play to escape the pressure from Osweiler.
Jesse, they give a different look. Watch the linebackers inside of Arizona, how they drop out at the snap, just changing the look in the eyes of the quarterback.
Offensive coordinator Noel Mazzoni has a rule for his quarterbacks. It's called the IHO rule. Is he open? And on that play, Osweiler does a great job getting outside, keeping his eyes downfield to spot the wide open Robinson.
At 12 on 3rd and 11, now on first down. Osweiler, he had Aaron Pflugrad open but couldn't hit it.
He didn't miss that throw last week. That was money, wasn't it?
Greg, that's twice tonight we've seen 2 touchdowns down the field for Osweiler, and you can see by him, he's frustrated. He's understanding. He's not going to get in a lot of opportunities to hit these types of throws.
Osweiler's hit just 2 of his first 9. Not a lot of offense on either side so far. The sack backed up Arizona. The punt gave the Sun Devils good field position close to midfield. Now they're trying to turn it into points. There's Marshall. He gets to the 35.
Let's go back to a series ago for Arizona State, and Osweiler had a wide open receiver running down the left sideline on a post throw that he missed. And we talked about how frustrating that is for the quarterback. Well, it's become frustrating already for head coach Dennis Erickson. He understands this is not an easy defense to throw the football against.
And Dennis told us on the field right before the game started, he said, I can't wait to see if he can make those throws again. He hasn't done it in practice.
Osweiler, another 3rd down throw, and that was almost intercepted. Paul Vassallo, the junior college transfer, getting a little taste of the Territorial Cup, making the play.
Arizona is doing a nice job on the perimeter of the field, trying to bracket these inside slot receivers, and they're getting a squeeze from the linebackers coming on the inside of the play. There, Paul Vassallo does a nice job reading the eyes of Osweiler.
That's exactly right. They're looking at the headgear of the quarterback. He's looking right where he's wanting to throw the football. So there's a lot of frustration going on in there. At some point, Arizona State's going to have to get the running game going and realize that last week was a Cinderella week for Osweiler.
Thomas Weber's going to try a 52-yard field goal. It would match his season long. Toe meets leather, and Weber puts the first points on the board of the night with a 52-yarder as we go to the studio and check in with John Saunders.